Welcome to the next episode of our interesting series. Today, we have prepared more facts from various parts of the GTA series that are not easy to come across. After reading your comments from the last 2 episodes of the series, we thought it would be great if you wrote us which facts you know and which turned out to be completely new to you. Therefore, go ahead and write under today's episode which facts did not surprise you and which you had no idea about. In GTA San Andreas, it is perhaps most visible how much progress Rockstar North has made in the 2 years since the release of the famous Vice City. One such colossal change is the introduction of the Jetpack as another means of transport. It would seem that when we put it on, there is no physical force that can take it off of us. And here it turns out that the fire department clearly has such strength. Yes, you heard it right. We ourselves were in a great shock when we saw it as well. Getting to the bottom of the case, if we have a jetpack on and the fire brigade is blowing a stream of water on us, we will lose the jetpack instantly.
Magic.
While beating a GTA game, it sometimes happens that we can find missions that seem to stand out from the crowd. One of such tasks turns out to be the Rigged to Blow mission from GTA 3. The walkthrough of the quest itself is not particularly complicated, but the most important thing is that during this mission, we can notice a rather unusual change. As you know, when we have the pleasure of working with D-Ice, the boss of the Red Jacks, Claude is not very welcome already by a really large number of organizations that operate in the Liberty City area. Claude is hated by Leon Mafia, Triads, Uptown Yardies, Diablos, or the Colombian Cartel. But when we are on Rigged to Blow mission, it turns out that suddenly all these gangs are completely neutral towards Claude. Exactly, even the Colombians who don't like us from the very beginning of the game will not want to attack us during this quest. Also, as long as we do not provoke a conflict with a member of an organization hostile to Claude, we have nothing to worry about. The next curiosity that we will discuss comes from GTA 4. The plot in this game is an extremely well done aspect, but unfortunately, some details have not been refined too well. Well, at least in this case, because in many others, GTA 4 can delight. But going to the point, we mean the situation when we shoot a driver through the windshield of his car. In fact, there will be blood on the glass, which is a cool thing. Of course, not in the context of the fact that someone has just died, but in the context of realism. However, if we decide to check what it looks like, looking through the windshield of the vehicle, it turns out that the blood cannot be seen. Moreover, the same applies to glass damage. Although we loaded a lot of bullets into it, you won't be able to notice any damage whatsoever. Another curiosity takes us this time to GTA San Andreas. Surely, many of you know the excellent Matrix series and Agent Smith. The dude who was a strong opponent of Zion and who in the second part gained the power to copy himself. And it is this feature that this paragraph will be devoted to, because in GTA San Andreas, you can find as many as 2 missions where CJ's clones will appear. The first one is called Management Issues and is performed for OG Loke. To get this effect, after watching the cutscene, jump on the car you have to capture. Then, wait patiently for the driver to reach the destination, which means that you will have to fail the task. After the screen returns, we can see that CJ's twin is sitting in the middle car. So, if anyone ever wanted to see 2 CJs on their computer screen at the same time, they might do it just like that. What's more, there is one more mission that allows you to achieve a similar effect. This time, we have to go through the End of the Line mission. It is very important that you make sure that the area shown on the screen does not belong to any gang before starting this mission. That is because it is the status of this territory that determines which model of pedestrians will be spawned nearby car wrecks. In addition, we recommend that you choose the same route as in the attached recording, because it has a greater chance that instead of gang members, you will see 2 of CJ's clones. Moving on, we will have to mention the last story mission to you once again, but this time in GTA Vice City. When we undertook this mission many times, we did not notice that there was any information on the screen about how much money we must have in our wallet. However, it turns out that if the game has not mentioned something, it does not mean that it is not there. And so, if there is a situation in which Tommy Vercetti has less than $1,000 in his wallet, the game will not allow us to complete the story. Or in other words, start the mission, keep your friends close. In our opinion, the creators deserve a round of applause here for making sure that such a possibility was foreseen. After all, in the final mission, the Forellis take Tommy's money. It would then be a bit weird if the Mafia could take something that Tommy just doesn't have at the moment. Meanwhile, we move on to the next, and also a very smart solution, which was probably introduced to protect the player a little bit. Namely, when we look at the parts of GTA from the 3D universe where the protagonist cannot swim, we can be pleasantly surprised. The point is that we don't have to worry about a situation where leaving the car from the driver's side, we would end up falling into the water. The main characters are protected against this risk. Such a circumstance will appear in both GTA 3, Vice City, and Liberty City stories. However, it is worth mentioning that there is a small exception in GTA 3 related to one of the ways to get to Staunton Island. If we want to use the edge above the Porter Tunnel, Claude will come out normally from the driver's side, but it's probably because he falls directly onto the tunnel's texture. While in GTA Vice City, the moment when all exits from the car are surrounded by water, he'll end up falling into the water from the driver's side as well. At the end, we have left one more GTA San Andreas curiosity for you. As you may remember, if we use a police car or other emergency vehicle and use sirens, the vehicles will immediately create an emergency corridor for us. But have you ever wondered what it will look like if we tow a police car with the sirens on? Well, when we turn on the sirens and leave the vehicle, the sirens will not be heard. However, when we attach a police car to a tow truck, we will hear the sirens again. Unfortunately, the cars in front of us will not give way to us, in contrast to the case when we are sitting in a police car and we have the sirens turned on. Nevertheless, in our opinion, this detail is also noteworthy. We recommend that you watch the previous episodes of this series, as well as material about a significant mistake made by Sonny Forelli that cost him his own life. In the meantime, take care and see you soon. Bye!